Don't Listen Alone, Short Horror Stories by Layla Brinley. Episode 3, The Call. My name is Linda Barnes, wife of Martin Barnes and mother of Chelsea Barnes. Everyone knows our story. 15 years ago, our daughter went missing. It's said she was kidnapped, though the reason is not known. We're rich, but no ransom was demanded. My husband, Martin, hired spies on the dark web to monitor human trafficking, just in case, but there was nothing. It's a tragic tale, one which I swear almost everyone in our city knows. The landline rang while Martin and I were eating breakfast. "I'll get it," I told my husband, and rose from the table.
Hello, is this the Bonds?
"Yes, this is Linda speaking."
Hello, Mother.
I think you have the wrong person. My daughter went missing a very long time ago." I silently waved Martin over and pressed the speakerphone button so he could hear.
But I am your daughter. My name is Chelsea. I'm 27 years old.
"I don't believe you."
But you should. I can prove it. Our first pet's name was Barney. He was a golden lab. Dad's favorite game is chess, and he always wants to play, but you're bad at it, so it isn't fun. And every year, the day after school ends, we would go to the movie theater, and then we'd get ice cream and pizza, and it was so fun. You believe me now, right?
Yeah.
I'm so glad. I miss you guys so much.
We miss you too. I frantically motioned to Martin to call the police. He quickly left the room to the other phone. I heard him calling them, but what could they really do? Trace the call? Chelsea continued talking, rambling on about some time when she and her best friend were having a bike race.
And then she had passed the finish line, but she started early, so I was actually the one who won.
Listen, Chelsea, why don't you come for a visit?
I don't know if I can do that.
Come on, please, we'll have so much fun. Martin appeared in the doorway with a note written on a piece of paper. "The police are tracing the call," it said.
I don't know,
Chelsea said again. "We can have a big family reunion for you. It'll be great." I looked over to my husband. His eyes widened and he began to scribble on the paper again. I continued stalling. "We'll invite Grandma Martha, Uncle Bill, Cousin Johnny." Martin raised the paper again, terror in his eyes. "The caller is inside our house," it said. My eyes widened and filled with terrified tears.
Mom?
Chelsea asked. I gotta go. Quickly, I slammed the phone back into the receiver. I ran into the other room where Martin was hanging up with the police. "That wasn't our daughter," I exclaimed, "because we killed our daughter 15 years ago." Martin nodded, terrified. "And why'd you do that, mother dearest?" a voice behind us asked. Slowly, I turned. A transparent apparition hovered in the family room doorway. It was a young girl with long black hair tucked behind her ears. A slit across her throat poured blood down the front of her plain pajama shirt.
You knew too much,"
Martin told her. "I suppose," she floated closer, "but I think I was right to be concerned that you were making ritual sacrifices to demons in our basement. Then I became one of your sacrifices. Your own daughter. Talk about twisted. So now it's your turn to die." A knife materialized in her hand, and she lunged towards Martin. Sinking it into his chest, she twisted it before yanking it out. Martin screamed in pain, and I screamed in terror. Next, she turned to me, insanity and vengeance brewing in her eyes. Faster than I could blink, she was plunging the knife into my throat. Blood bubbled in my mouth, and I began to choke on it as the world faded to black. The last thing I heard was the demonic laughter of my dead daughter. Thank you for listening to the Don't Listen Alone Scary Stories podcast. Please like this episode and follow the channel. Thank you.